In this video, we're going to start our next unit that we're going to cover. So we're actually going to be talking about transformations now, and specifically today, we're going to be talking about reflections. A reflection is just a type of transformation. It is specifically, when you're talking about something being reflected, you're thinking about it being flipped over a mirror line. So if you think about looking in a mirror, you're actually seeing a flipped image of yourself. Our first example is asking us to draw the reflection of our rectangle over the mirror line. The mirror line is just that dotted line that we see. Our reflection is just going to say that top left corner is now going to be on the opposite side, the same number of squares away. And we'll do that for each part until we get our rectangle on the right side as well. This time our shape isn't directly on the mirror line, so we actually have to figure out how far each point is from the mirror line. So if we look at the top one, we can see that it's 1 square to the right, so our next point will be 1 square to the left. We need to repeat that for each point of our shape. Moving in a clockwise direction, our next point we can see is 5 squares from the mirror line on the right side, so our next one will be 5 squares on the left side. Next point, same thing, it is 5 squares on the right side, so it'll be 5 squares on the left side next. Our last point is only 1 square to the right, so we will again have 1 square on the left. Last thing you have to do is just simply connect the points. Make sure you do connect them so that it looks like a reflection of our original shape. Another type of question you could be asked is to actually draw the mirror line in that would make this reflection. In that case, you're just looking for what's halfway between each of the points. So if you notice, in between our points, we've got 4 squares, so our line will just be 2 squares in. We can also be asked to reflect a point on a coordinate grid. So we've got a mirror line here. It's going through the value of 2 on that x-axis. And our A is just 2 values to the right of it, so we want to go 2 to the left, and then always make sure you label it whatever it asks you to label it as. Reflecting B over the mirror line, we have to see that B is actually 2 squares to the left this time, so reflecting it will go 2 squares to the right. Again, make sure you label it correctly. To plot the reflection of coordinate C, we can see that C is 1 square to the left of our mirror line, so we will plot it 1 square to the right of our mirror line. To reflect the coordinate D over the mirror line, you have to see that actually D is on the mirror line, so if we reflect it, it will still just be right on that mirror line, so it doesn't move actually. Just make sure you label it and you're all set. That's all for this video. If you do have any questions still, then post a comment on Show My Homework, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks!